Hi, everybody. How are you? We have to wait, I think, 5 minutes, and then we can go. I see so many people. Thank you so much. I think we can go. So, good morning to everybody. I'm Sabrina, and I'm from Your Target. First of all, I would like to thank the club for this opportunity and invite the other members to welcome it. In the last few days, I have been doing a lot of thinking. At a time like this, when so many things are missing, I find it easier to understand what really matters. The lack of the social context, in the impossibility to travel, and the absence of the worldly life give us the possibility to reconnect a little more to yourself. How are you spending your time, your day? Maybe you are working from home, or you see your work completely upset by this period in history. Maybe you are just studying, getting ready to live again. What I've seen is that the lack of relationship, especially at work, right now can make us feel a little lost. Smart working can be extremely difficult if we are unable to carry humanity, even in the distance. I'm used to working remotely with my team, but I fully understand that this is not an easy approach. And today I like or I try to explain you my professional work, the inbound marketing. Only just a moment. Why inbound marketing? In all great story, the concept of the hero journey is simple. Essentially, the beloved hero goes on a quest, face untold difficulty, but rises victorious and return home transformed. They have help on the way, of course, often taking the form of a sage or wizard. There is usually someone who has the hero on their adventure, providing guidance and advice so that the hero can grow into their fullest potential and achieve what they set out to do. When it comes to inbound marketing, the role of the sage advisor falls to you. Every prospect and customer is on a quest to do set of goals. They may not know where their journey with you will lead them. So it's your job to act as contact guide. When your visitor needs you as a resource and an expert ready for their question when they need answer most. Why? It's your job to act as this constant advisor because your educational guidance will trust a long-term growth for both you and your prospect or customer. To make it easier for you to think about what to do every day, even in your private life. Look what's happening during this stupid moment. We are constantly connected and we read each other mostly value-up content, right? Normally, you want to go on holiday. What do? Go online and collect information. So the first thing you do is go online. Online, you compare all the answers. You use social media to get in touch with companies that provide services or products. You read some comment. I'm wrong? I don't think so. And now you feel like you have one foot in inbound marketing. And I'm glad because I'm not having a hard time explaining it to you. You are a company, and with the inbound marketing, you can reach your customer, your prospect anywhere, and you aren't intrusive. You are right. You provide some different solution to your user problem. Very important because you aren't alone. You have a lot of competitors around the world. Contact act at your voice. It enables you to speak one-to-one with the 100 and potentially 1,000 of these heroes who are looking for answers and insight on a regular basis. While in the past this could only be done through blog posts and site page, today we have a rise of conversational tools like chatbot, live chat, and social media. So it's easier than ever to engage in conversion. It's as if your company is actually by their side, speaking directly to them as a person. This is how online content will enable you to begin developing meaningful one-to-one relationship and do it at scale. The rules of content, however, are constantly changing. In the past, writing 350-word pieces of content with the correct balance of links and keywords was enough to rank well and get in front of your ideal audience. As more companies began to create more content, search engines needed a new way to surface the most relevant information. Today, search engines have dramatically improved in their ability to determine user intent and select the correct website, article, and answer accordingly. When the goal of your inbound marketing effort is to create one-to-one relationship, the power of context is on your side. When you know your audience, you have insight into their motivation, goal, roadblock, and behavior. This helps you create content that's timely, aligned, and personalized to fit their needs. You have the goal of providing the right information to the right person at the right time via the right channel every single time. Rather than forcing people to engage with you, you can focus your time and effort on sustainably attracting the right visitor and encouraging interaction with the most potential impact. By creating content that educates and informs your prospect and customer with context, clarity, and creativity, you can start to build trust and establish yourself as a thought leader in your industry. With inbound marketing, your content becomes part of a cross-channel, holistic experience comprised of compelling conversion, opportunity, and exciting offer. With this content, you are able to build a relationship with your visitor to gather information and learn more about each individual. By taking this relationship-focused approach to marketing, you are not just solving for your prospect immediate need, but also enabling their long-term growth. The value and insight your content provide enable your visitor to critically examine their problem so that they eventually arrive at the most natural solution. Helping your visitor reach this conclusion positions you as a resource, one they can return to and recommend to others. The hero returning from their journey will always tell their story and spread the word of their adventure. In this case, you are playing the part of an advisor who can help a new set of heroes. So what does inbound marketing really mean? Inbound marketing is about creating one-to-one relationship that have a lasting impact on your visitor and your brand. How do you do this? You attract prospects and customers to your site through helpful content. You engage with them using conversational tools like email and chat, and by providing value once they land there. And finally, you delight by continuing to act as an empathetic advisor and expert. These steps form a single methodology: attract, engage, delight, and repeat. This cycle of developing meaningful relationship will power your company's growth by creating more opportunity to sell and service down the line. In marketing, it's important to remember that while the customer may be the hero, you have the opportunity to help educate and inspire them along the way. Ultimately, this relationship with your customer should span to all your team, marketing, sales, and services, and create the opportunity so that everyone can grow better together. How does the inbound methodology apply to marketing? That's the great question. So, how do you do inbound marketing? Inbound marketing is a cycle of attracting, engaging, and delighting people. Let's consider what tool, information, and resources you need to accomplish this for your company. You and your team will act as the main touch point between prospect and your brand. Your prospects are on a journey that will take them through stage of awareness, consideration, and decision-making. Make sure you are aligned with this journey as you apply the inbound methodology and the cycle of attract, engage, and delight. Before you can initiate a relationship, you need to understand who you are trying to connect with. You want to develop content that's relevant to your audience and relate to the context of their current situation. You also want to start building awareness of your business in places where your prospects already are and where they will be most ready to be exposed to your content. After all, many people are exposed to a brand before they ever visit that business website. Your visitor will have different level of understanding on the best way to overcome their challenges and accomplish their goal. You will need to understand what their progression through the buyer's journey look like, from awareness of the problem to consideration of the potential solution and to decision making. From there, you can create content that's aligned with the need of every visitor, no matter where they are in identifying their roadblock and determining their solution. Creating buyer persona is also important because it helps you develop a trait that's at the heart of inbound: empathy. Building buyer persona helps you step into the shoes of your audience, gaining deeper insight into who they are as a persona and what their goals are personally and professionally. From there, you start to gain their trust by creating the content that best aligns with them as people. You showcase your value as an advisor by helping your visitor accomplish their goal and help them solve their exact problem. To do so, you also need to know where your ideal audience is currently finding and engaging with new concepts and ideas. This will tell you where you will need to put the contextualized content. Are they active on social media? Consider how you are leverage ads, engagement, and business page on platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Are you buyer persona turning to search engine for research? Consider your content strategy and how you are ranking with content like pillar page, blog posts, or video content. Understand the problem they face, even if they haven't been able to define those problems themselves, and how to best remove any roadblock that stand in the way of their goal. For example, using social media advertising, you can build demographic audience based on your buyer personas. Targeting your ads at this audience allows you to ensure your content on social platform is reaching the people most likely to find your guidance helpful and engaging. Use search advertising to reinforce your presence in those searches for which you offer the best guidance to your buyer and this stage in their journey. Search advertising allows you to ensure you appear for the specific keywords or phrases your buyer may be using. Avoid interruptive advertising aimed at distracting or tricking your buyers. Instead, use advertising to be targeted, relevant, and helpful. That's your starting point, creating awareness and align content so that you speak directly to your audience. This is how you will attract visitors. And now they engage. Once a visitor begins to engage with content you are created, you enter the engage phase. You have already started to build trust. Now it's time to dive a little deeper with your buyer persona, so that you can answer to a very important question. First, what is the underlying problem that produced the initial roadblock that causes them to seek you out? Second, how can I help them continue to solve the problem? This is where having helpful and human website design become paramount. You want to deliver an experience that scatters you to your leads prefer from the moment they engage with your content. If they prefer to engage with your brand more directly, create a one-to-one conversational experience to guide a visitor through your website content without creating extra work for your team. If they aren't quite ready for a direct conversation, make sure you have website page and conversion opportunity to empower visitors to learn more. They are beginning to trust you. Now it's time to use that trust. Work with them to identify and remove the underlying issue that created the initial roadblock in the first place. As your prospects start to define and give a name to their problem or opportunity, make sure you are aligning your content effort accordingly. Continue to use tools like live chat, messaging apps, and bots to answer your visitor questions as they arise. Provide offers, both gated and ungated, that match their priority as they move through awareness, consideration, and decision making. Again, consider how you may best be able to reach and connect with your lead using paid advertising. This helps you provide timely and relevant content when they need it the most, wherever your buyer is spending their time online. During the engage stage, you should also be focusing on discovering more about your prospect, beyond just what your buyer personas tell you. As your prospect gravitate towards certain pieces of content on your website and provide you with more information about their interest and problem, craft ads that are targeted based on this data with content offers most relevant to your buyer's questions. Gradually collect detail about them, and you start to contextualize, segment, and personalize their experience with you and your company. Each email or message becomes as much more meaningful as you speak to them directly as a people rather than generalized, faceless visitors. By the time you reach the delight stage, you have added enough value and removed enough roadblock to cement your one-to-one relationship with the visitors. Ultimately, the goal of the delight phase is to empower people to think beyond their immediate roadblock and grow with your company. By consistently acting as their knowledge broker and support system, you can become the resource they recommend and evangelize to others. And that brings us back to the attract phase on the inbound methodology. If you are truly focused on delighting your customer, they will naturally refer their friend to you. Take your delight a step further and ask your customer question about how you can improve your process. That's combined with the attract work we discussed earlier will help power your company. Long-term growth is a sustainable way. And now, what does inbound marketing look like? Remember, in the world of inbound, your prospects don't want to be sold to. They want to be educated. And inbound tactics can deliver the kind of information your prospect needs to help them make smart, well-informed decisions. We talk about 5 key pieces: contact, buyer persona, the buyer's journey, content, and setting goal. Let's start by covering contact. Contact and the contact database are the most important tool you have in your inbound toolbox. They are the real people you provide value to who, in return, help you grow your business. Your contacts are the heart of your inbound marketing effort and tools that are moving through each stage of the inbound methodology. To understand the importance of contacts, let's define what is a contact first. A contact can be anybody your company marketing to, sell to, partner with, engage with, or employ. Your contacts are not name and email addresses inside your database, but individuals you are building relationship with. A constant reminder of why inbound is and should always be customer-centric. And when you involve marketing, sales, and service in your contact strategy, and every time use the same contact database, you are creating alignment and consistency in not only your inbound marketing effort, but your whole inbound strategy. A strong contact database is instrumental in allowing your business to grow. It helps you understand who you are marketing to and store detail and context about each contact in one central location. It is the back-end context system that stores information about your contacts and allows you to use that data to improve the way you market, because every detail and every behavior is stored and easily accessible. It's easy to craft relevant marketing that feels more like a one-to-one conversation. You have easy access to all the information you need to understand and engage with your lead database and delight your customer. As your contact move through their path to purchase, like finding your website, converting, and eventually becoming customer, you want to gather as much contact information as possible. The more information you gather, the easier it will be for your marketing team to identify which contacts your business can successfully help and ultimately to delight. Think of it this way. Imagine you work for a pet food company and you are tasked with sending an email about new dog food that you are releasing. If you were to talk to someone in persona about this new food, you would want to first ask them what type of pet they have. If they say a bird or a cat, you will tell them about your oncoming release. You gather that information by asking them the right question. Think of your contacts database in the same way. You want to be able to segment your contact by the type of pet they have, so that you are sending them relevant and helpful information. Make sure you are collecting the right information that you can use later on. But having a strong contact database is not enough. How do you figure out the information that you will need about your contact? This next fundamental piece of inbound marketing is buyer personas and buyer's journeys. Since inbound marketing is customer-centric, you need to know who you are trying to reach. You don't want just any traffic to your site. You want the right traffic. You want the people who are mostly likely to become leads and ultimately happy customers. Who are the right people? The right people are your ideal customer. What are called your buyer persona? The buyer persona are semi-functional representation of an ideal customer, based on real data and some educated speculation about demographic, behavior, motivation, and goal. Personas are created through research, analysis, and taking a close look at what's already buying from you. They can help you get into the mindset of your potential buyers and create the right content. Most of the people I interview are not clear-headed, are all too obtuse. I remember that an old client of mine, when filling the form I usually use, told me which age of his potential client. 90-year-old. Well, at the end, we realized that he had to focus on his main target group. I'd like to interview each and every one of you. It's not enough to say that our target is the owner of the company. It's necessary to imagine in detail our typical customer. Otherwise, we will never be able to fool him and satisfy his problem. They are the glue that holds every aspect of inbound together. When it comes to creating a great inbound strategy, it's not enough to know just who you are trying to reach. You also have to know what they want to see. They bring us the buyer journey. Every interaction your persona has with your organization should be tailored to where they are in the buyer journey. The buyer's journey is the active research process someone goes through leading up to a purchase. Knowing the buyer's journey for your persona will be the key to creating the best content possible. Instead of talking about top, middle, or bottom of the funnel, the buyer's journey is made of 3 stages: the awareness stage, the consideration stage, and the decision stage that portray the experience your potential customer to through. Everyone has gone through the buyer's journey. It's the path you take when you have a problem to solve, from researching potential solution to purchasing one. The awareness stage is when your prospect is experiencing and expressing symptoms of a problem or opportunity. They are doing education research to more clearly understand, frame, and give a name to their problem. The consideration stage is when a prospect has now clearly defined and give a name to their problem or opportunity. They are committed to researching and understanding all of the available approach and or methods to solving the defined problem or opportunity. The decision stage is when a prospect have now decided of their solution strategy, method, or approach. They are compiling a long list of all available vendor and product in their given solution strategy. They could also be researching to whittle the long list down to a short list and to make the final purchase decision. Website visitor or lead made interact with you for the first time in any of the different buyer journey stage, but you need to have content prepared for each and every stage. Once you understand your buyer persona and their buyer journey, it's time to start doing inbound. Inbound can't exist without content. And that's why the next best practice is to create remarkable, tailored content. Inbound marketing is content plus context. Your content is your marketing toolkit. Things like blogs, interactive tool, photos, infographics, video, and ebooks presentation work to attract, engage, and delight. Context is who you are creating is for. You can just write any blog post. You have to write the right one. Tailor it to who you are trying to reach and what they are interested in. The best content, the stuff that's really going to fool your entire inbound strategy, has to be grounded in the correct context. It's not enough to just to write a blog post or send out an email. The content in a blog post and that email needed to be tailored to who you are trying to reach, your persona, and what they are most interested in saying, which depend on where they are in the buyer journey. This brings us to goal setting. If you are not setting goals for your inbound marketing effort, then you will not be able to answer the critical question. Was I successful in my effort? What do I need to optimize for next time? When setting out with your inbound marketing effort, you want to start from a place where you know what you want to achieve. Is to gain more blog subscribers, have people sign up for a webinar, increase traffic to your website over a set period of time. If you don't know where you want to go, or will you know how to get there, goal setting is one of the fundamental pieces of inbound marketing, because it not only gives your content specific action to progress towards, but also helps you internally provide alignment between your marketing and sales team. While you may be focused on your marketing effort, you want to make sure that's what happens during the attract and convert stage of the inbound methodology. Set up your sales team for success in the close stage. When measuring the success of your inbound marketing effort, there are so many metrics to choose from. Whatever you decide to look at SEO ranking, landing page performance, and emails click-through rate, you are sure to derive some insight into how your marketing is performing. But don't get caught up in basing your decision or marketing activity alone. Like having, let's say, 8,000 likes or followers on Facebook. Yes, that may feel like you should give yourself a pat on the back. But what does 8,000 Facebook likes really mean? How many of those are customers? While it can be a goal, the metric doesn't offer much insight in terms of real business result. Instead, make sure to set goals that show how marketing helps your company. Hit the number and helps with growth. Continued goal setting provides the necessary context internally for what your marketing efforts are achieving and the value you are providing to your contact. And don't forget to set aside time for analysis on a regular basis. This could be daily, weekly, or monthly. This step will help you figure out how effective your inbound marketing efforts have been and how they can be improved. Inbound marketing continues to help you adapt to the fast-changing needs of your buyers. And with these 5 fundamentals, you can create a fundamental foundation for building an inbound marketing strategy for success. HubSpot. We, in Your Target, we are official partner from HubSpot. HubSpot is a leader in inbound marketing. It's one tool. It's a tailor-made future, CRM, email marketing software, reporting, CMS, automation, ticketing software, sales management software. Imagine that you can have it all together in a dashboard that brings together all the information with software that allows you to track the behavior of your user from social through the blog, allowing you to segment contact, do automated nurturing. What if you called even a same desk contact to your sales or customer care staff? HubSpot was born for this. It's a real suite designed for optimize your inbound marketing campaign, from the awareness phase until you make what was an Uno user one of your most loyal customer. We are who we are in Your Target. So I just said we have our companies in Zürich, but we can also work remotely. We are girls, we are boys, mother, dads, wife, and husband. We are people that we love creating of marketing with the potential that the internet has. Ours is an atypical agency. Yes, we are a smart worker. We love to travel a lot and let ourselves be inspired by the place where we are lucky enough to live, mostly between Switzerland and Italy. How do we work? Thanks to very valid tool. We organize our work with SMART goals designed for the customer and consequently reasonable KPIs. We devote ourselves daily to each project, and weekly we indicate a general progress that allows us to keep under control every aspect of all projects in progress. At the end of the month, then, we draw up a report that is useful for us and for the customer. The data is valuable and nothing should be left to change or underestimated. Each of us a different background, specialized skills, and know-how developing in contact with the most diverse customers, which we look forward to making available to our colleagues and customers. So, for me, it's all. Maybe do you have some questions? If you are interested with HubSpot, it's also possible to have an academy. HubSpot can explain everything about inbound marketing. You can learn about inbound marketing, about inbound sales, inbound services, about social media, about everything what is inside the inbound methodology. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. And anyway, if you have some requests, I give you my email address. It's sabrina@yourtarget.ch. And no, I didn't see the question from Cato. Maybe. It's right, because the most people, they don't use inbound marketing. They always think I have the best product. I write about my product, but I understand what can think the buyer persona. That's the problem. because the most product and service fail. It's absolutely very, very important to write value at the moment. Barbara, it depends. I work with inbound marketing since about 3 years, and there are some prospects. I mean, B2C. They are not so complicated to have like a customer, because every people need something from some sector, but there are some sector like pharmaceutical, medical, mechanical, or real estate. You need to write many content. You have to think in our 3 years we written about 300 articles in our blog, in Italian and also in English. So really it depends. Okay, Trent, my experience. I was before in traditional marketing for 20 years, and I spent a lot of money. With the inbound marketing, what is always say, first, to have to think really about your buyer persona and the most buyer journey. And when you have clear who is your buyer persona, you have to have a plan. But like the advertising, I see many people, they give so many money in Facebook, in LinkedIn, in Instagram, and also in Google. But I'm not agree this methodology. We normally we don't spend so many money during the months, because we prefer to target it very well our prospect and our customer. So you can, Trent, my opinion is that if you use inbound marketing, 70% is for inbound marketing, and then 30% is for conventional marketing. But you know, with the inbound marketing, you write in the web, and also in the next year, and the people can find your content. And if you think at some flyer, I received today your flyer, and tomorrow I don't have no more your flyer. That's a big difference. Anyway, Trent, if you like to have more information, we can hear us, and can you explain more my core business? Including value provision of inbound marketing platforms. Thank you, Kato, for this question. I prefer to give you the answer separate, because it's a little strong for me, because my English is not so fluent. I like to prepare the answer, and then I give you the answer. It's okay for you? No. Thank you. Thank you so much. But yes, I give you the answer, sure. Yes, yes. Thank you, Maiten. Thank you. Maybe do you have some other question? I think we can go to the end of this broadcast. One more I thank you very so much. Thank you, Miguel and Michaela, for this opportunity, and Michaela for your help. I appreciate really, and I hope to see soon with other webinar at in our lunch, apero, and dinner. And take care, and stay at home always. Have a nice day. Bye.